Armstrong, president of the local, and we are here today to talk about what it means to have a fair contract that has wages that can sustain families. We have today with us, first up, is Andrea Turner, who works here at this Lunds Byerlys Edina. Yes, go.
Hi, my name's Andrea Turner. I'm a proud UFCW 663 union member, and I worked for Lunds Byerlys for 42 years. I started off as a part-time bagger at the Golden Valley store, and I've worked my way up to full-time. Right now, I'm a full-time deli supervisor at this store. My big thing is the customers. I slice meat, I dish salads, and sometimes I get to help plan parties. The best part of my job is sampling new products for the customers. My co-workers and I work hard to provide the best customer service, and we deserve pay and benefits that reflect that hard work. One of my co-workers, Jess, works in the deli full-time to provide insurance for herself and her young daughter. We need good, affordable health care to support families like her, and we shouldn't take home less pay because of the cost of health care. Now, let's talk wages. Lunds Byerlys is offering part-time workers a quarter raise every 6 months. That's right, a quarter. How far do you think that will go in this economy? I know another co-worker, Aaron, right here, works part-time. On top of the meager raise of 25 cents offered every 6 months, Aaron cannot get the hours he needs to make ends meet. We are fighting for Aaron and thousands of workers just like him as one union for better wages. This is not what we expect from one of the top 100 best workplaces. For me, I need the pension that was promised to me when I started here 42 years ago. Promises made are promises kept. I'm here today because I know I'm not alone. I'm with my union and my customers who support building better jobs in our communities. One good job should be enough. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Andrea. So I have the pleasure and the honor to introduce now someone I've known since I was in my 20s, who has been one of the fiercest fighters for workers that I have met in these 20-something years as being an organizer. And I know you do this from the heart because you remember what it was like to grow up with a single mom trying to figure out how to feed you. And you do this for her, you do this for your daughter, you do this for all working Minnesotans every single day. And I couldn't be prouder to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, Peggy Flanagan, who I hope to soon call Senator in another year. Thank you. Her too.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, good afternoon. I am just honored and humbled to be able to stand here with the good folks of 663, these incredibly dedicated workers who, frankly, just want a fair contract, a good wage, health care for their families. And I don't think that that's too much to ask. As I stand here and I turn around and I look at these amazing folks, give a wave, everybody, right? It reminds me of growing up. I'm going to age myself, but that's all right. Of who are the people in your neighborhood kind of conversations that we had growing up. The people who make sure that we have good, high-quality food on our table that is sliced by Andrea, right, every day. The folks who make sure that we have a good experience as customers. And I know, as someone who grew up, as Rena mentioned, I grew up with a single mom. who is one of the hardest working people that I know. And the economic policies that were in place for our family to help keep food on the table, have access to childcare, allowed my mom to go back to work, to help her get a better paying job, to go back to school to help her get a better paying job. All of those things are in me. And that is why I know that my mom fought so hard for me. And she said, Peggy, you got to make sure that you do everything you can to help people, which is why I am standing here with all of you. And I know that the work that you do, you care about and you take great pride in. And I want to acknowledge the 42 years of service that Andrea has provided to Lunds and Byerlys. That is incredible. And when I think about this little one and, you know, making sure that you have health insurance and that your mom can take care of you and provide a good life, that is just why people are here today. And so I am I'm here because growing up, there are a lot of people who fought for me. And now my job is to pay that back and to pay that forward, to fight for the union members of UFCW 663, to simply make sure, again, that one job should be enough, that people should be able to provide for their families. And, you know, all you're asking for is what's fair, a fair contract. And in this economy, in this moment, as people are doing everything they can to simply take care of themselves and take care of their families, folks at this establishment should have the back of these workers. So I look forward to you all getting a solid contract that honors the work that you do every single day on behalf of Lunds and Byerlys, but also on behalf of our communities. So thank you so much for having me. I stand with you. I am with you. Respect us, protect us, pay us. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And next we have Nat Anderson from the teachers, but here to talk about all of the week of actions this week.
Yes. Hi, y'all. So my name is Nat Anderson Lippert. I'm with the Minneapolis Federation of Teachers and ESPs. We have got your back. You have bargained in our building. Our members have walked your picket lines. We have been there every step of the way. We know what it's like to be in a big fight, and we've got your back every step of the way. I just want to say we have been fortunate to be working with unions and community organizations across Minnesota, where this is part of a week of action that is kicking off as part of actually, I think, 1,000 actions across the country leading up to May Day, to say that we are going to stand up to billionaires and fight for what we want as working people. So we are very happy to stand with you today as part of a string of actions this week. So this week, we've already had actions from clerical workers and university workers, and we have more actions coming from health partner workers, state workers. We have our own bargaining this Wednesday, where we're fighting for small class sizes and supports for special education. We often say that educators' working conditions are students' learning conditions. We know that in reality, your working conditions are students' learning conditions, right? So we are all in this together. We've got airport workers. We're going to have a huge action at the airport on Thursday at noon. And all of this will culminate in a giant rally at the state capitol at 4:30 on Thursday. On May Day, thank you, where we are fighting for workers' rights and immigrant rights. So we will see you there. We also have a big picket for hotel workers on Friday. So we're just glad to be in this fight with you. We are glad to be fighting back against billionaires this entire week. And we also know this started actually as a small group of actions, and we've seen, some of you might have been at the hands-off protests. We see people turning out at our actions, at your actions, that are wanting every opportunity to stand up against billionaires in this moment, right? So we will be with you every step of the way, and we'll see you on the streets this week.
Hi, my name is Michael Lacoste, Secretary-Treasurer of UFCW 663. It's amazing to see so much support out here. I want to give a shout-out to BCTGM, Local 22, to Unite Here, to SEIU, to MFT, Minneapolis Federation of Teachers, St. Paul Federation of Educators, out here standing in support with our members of UFCW. And a special shout out, thank you to Lieutenant Governor Flanagan, our future U.S. Senator. We so appreciate you being here, and for the voices of our members being heard, because they're clearly not being heard by the company, and so it is amazing to see them heard by our elected representatives. So thank you so much for being here, and hope to see everybody out at all the different actions this week. Thank you all for being here. Who are we?
663!
Who are we?
663!
Who are we?
663!
Thank you.